guys, it's Sarah, and today I want to talk a little bit about how my first couple of weeks of my new job has gone and the realizations I'm having and expectations and adjustments and all that goes in with, returning back to a full-time working situation, which I have not done since before my 17-year-old was born. That's what we're dealing with here. I did work at Barnes & Noble, but it was part-time. So definitely an adjustment. Okay, so if you don't know already, I just got a job as a middle school librarian, and I am very much enjoying it so far. The big thing is, I'm working with kids, and I'm not a teacher, but I am responsible for them. So it's, it's not like I'm just sitting at my cute little librarian desk while kids are in the library checking books out. It's not that. I have library aides every single period. There's 7 periods in our school day. I have library aides, and I also have office aides in my library because it is right next to the office, and that's where the office aides sit until they are called to run an errand. So I'm responsible for them as well. And I'm giving grades for both of them, mostly participation, but I have to be aware and diligent, and I have to, I'm supervising these kids. And I have anywhere from, I would say, 4 to 7, maybe sometimes 8 kids in the library at one time. Every period's different, obviously, but average. So yeah, it's definitely interesting, but okay. So the first week of me working, it was just me in the library. It was me getting to know it and walking through and seeing what we have, making notes of what we didn't have that I think should be there. I have a list. And working in my office where I was going through stuff. I was going through drawers, cabinets, filing cabinets, all sorts of things. I still haven't completed that whole situation yet, but I got some of the major things done. And, throwing away what I wasn't going to be planning to use, finding new homes for different things and all that kind of stuff. So kind of making my office my own and workable for me personally. I got rid of a lot of stuff, guys, a lot of stuff, which is good. It's good. And then I found a lot of stuff that is going to be useful for me that I didn't think I was going to have. So that's good. So that was the first week, like really, truly. I met the head librarian of the district, which is the librarian at the high school in our district. She kind of oversees all the other librarians as well. So I met her. She showed me a few things, talked to me about like the budget and how that works and like all the stuff that I'm going to have to think about and do and be responsible for. And yeah, I already have some books that are ready to be added to the library. I just have to catalog and process them. So that's going to be part of my job. So I'm also in charge of ordering the books once we get the budget approved and everything. So, but it's that kind of stuff is fun for me. I love that. That's why I want to be a librarian. That kind of stuff is a lot of fun. So, I'm going to have to get used to having the kids. But once we get into our routine, as far as the library aides go, they're going to have daily tasks that they need to do, and they're going to know what they need to do, and they just kind of come in and they do their stuff, where I'm going to be more of a supervising versus I'm not teaching them anything, if that makes sense. So they're going to be responsible for checking in and out books for people. They're responsible for reshelving anything that comes in. They're responsible for a shelf. Every student's going to have a section of the library that they are responsible for. So they are going to be making sure it's straight and neat, that they're all even, that they're all in the order that it needs to be in, and rearranging if they need to, taking anything out that doesn't belong there and putting it where it goes or putting it on the cart so I can get reshelved later, like that kind of stuff. They're going to be responsible for that. So that's something that we're in the process of learning. And so once they learn that and know exactly what they're doing, I don't have to, hover over them. I can do my other things as long as I'm in the library with them and making sure no one's, misbehaving or doing anything like that. So we will get there eventually. We're still working on it. I'm actually doing their shelf assignments next week. So just kind of slowly but surely, working on some things. And the office aides I don't have to do anything with them. I just have to make sure they're paying attention and they're going when they need to go, and make sure that they're not taking, 20 minutes to run an errand. It doesn't take 20 minutes to walk around our school. We'd be doing that 6 times, you know what I mean? So making sure they're not messing around. And that's my responsibility for them. So it's very interesting. But once I get used to it, it'll be good. I have a lot of things in mind, displays, projects, which they can help me with as well. My librarians can help me with displays, and I can say, we're going to do sci-fi, go find me some sci-fi books that would look pretty cool on this table together. And they can go and do that. I definitely have some kids I already know are going to be my excited ones. They're excited to be there. They want to be there. They're readers. They're gung ho. And then I have some that are I'm just trying to fill an elective and this is an easy A, which is fine. It's absolutely true. As long as you do what you're supposed to do, it's an easy A. You're not just going to sit here, all year and then get an A, because I do have to put a grade in. So we did have a talk about that, but so far it's been good. It's been really good. I'm just going to have to really get used to being the authority over teenagers. But so far it's been great. So I met some really, really awesome kids, and I'm excited to work with them. And definitely excited to get more into the cataloging, the processing, and doing all that kind of stuff. I'm really excited to get into that. And the ordering. I'm really excited to order some books. I do have to do some more research and figure some stuff out first, but that's something that I'm very excited to get into and work on. I've already gotten 2 boxes that were ordered before I took over, so that was fun to get a couple boxes and see what's in there. But yeah. So all that to say, it's good. It's also exhausting. I have never been so tired in my life, you guys. Oh man, I would come home and just crash. And there were a couple of days where Layla is in the color guard in band, and she had camp, and it was a lot of shuffling. I had to rely on another parent to help me with her because I couldn't be there to pick her up a couple of times because it was during my work hours. So it was a lot of that. And it was a lot of, I would get off work, I'd come home, and then I'd have 5 things to do after that. So there were a couple of days that I just didn't even have a minute to sit down or to breathe, almost, it felt like. So I was exhausted. Now, because of that, my reading has definitely suffered. And I'll talk a little bit more about that more towards the end of the month. But I am struggling to read a decent amount in one sitting. I fall asleep very, very quickly. There have been a couple times where I've been okay, but for the most part, I find myself just a little bit frustrated because I'm not able to stay awake to really get into one of my books and read it. So that's something I am struggling with. I'll find my groove. I will. I'll get used to the schedule. And I just have to make work what I can. So, but I'll talk a little bit more about the actual reading part in another video. But expectations for this channel. I went into this thinking I was still going to do 3 videos a week and really wanting to try to do that. I think I might try to go down to 2, which will be my Thursday videos and then just one other video. I'm going to try that and see if that's a little bit easier for me, especially right now. And then I feel like if I really get kind of a handle on everything and get a good schedule down, because I don't really have a filming schedule right now, I'm just making things work as I can. If I can, once I get to that point, maybe I can start posting a little bit more. But I think just for my own sanity right now, I need to go down to 2 and just let that be okay for now. Because it's still something, videos are growing up consistently. We're going to see how it goes. There may be times, little chunks of times where I have more videos than normal. maybe. But until I can really get a good schedule down with this, because it's an adjustment. So yeah, but we're gonna work on it. So bear with me. But I think as of right now, I'm just gonna go down to 2 videos a week instead of 3, which is fine. It'll give me more time to edit and upload. I actually edited a video yesterday and it took me so long to do because I was getting interrupted a lot with other things, and even some work emails were coming in that I needed to answer. So stuff like that. But yeah, so I'm going to adjust and kind of do what I can. So that's the expectation as of right now. And like I said, there may be times where there's a little bit more. And if there's a time where the only video I have on is Thursday's video, then that means I'm just really busy and I didn't have time. And I'll be back as soon as I can. So yeah, but I am enjoying my job, definitely. And I know that kind of as the school year goes on a little bit more, I'm going to really get into the groove of it and I'm just going to love it. So yeah. And I really like my principal and my vice principal. I like them a lot. So they're very supportive. They trust me probably more than they should. They always answer questions if I have it, like happy to. And they've checked in on me, a couple times, especially the first day of school. They both kind of came in and asked how things were going and everything, talked to some of the kids and stuff. So that was good. But yeah, so all right. So that's kind of a little bit of an update on what's been going on and, my first couple of weeks of work. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions down below. And I will see you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day.